Hi, ladies. My name is Gina Murphy, and I'm so honored to be here with you today. I created a program called Validate Our Voice. It came from my own recovery. And yes, I was a child who was abused. And this program structures around women who are living with these traumatic events, who went on to live abusive lives with partners and other people. Imagine a young child that's in a home where they're being abused. They're not eating properly. Maybe they are, but no one pays attention to them. Maybe a relative is doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Imagine being that child. How do you grow up? You grow up with skills that are just not the best. You navigate life through the lens of a child that has only seen abuse. Maybe parents that fight all the time. Maybe parents that were in and out of prison. Maybe parents that were substance abuse. We just don't know. But we grew up in the lens of a child who was surviving. We didn't grow up thriving, well supported. We weren't the kids who had money. We weren't the kids who were able to wear all the things that we wanted to wear or do the things that we wanted to do. We were always shadowed by this trauma and maybe multiple traumas. Doesn't just have to be once. I know for me, it was very difficult to navigate two different lives. And that's what happens. You're navigating two different lives. So today, I'm here to tell you that you can live a fantastic life. You will grow the skills to be able to be independent, to have awesome self-worth, to have fantastic self-esteem, to be sure of who you are. We're going to learn how to build that person together. We're going to be able to talk about your trauma. This is a safe space, and you will be free to speak about anything you want to speak about. We will bond together, and I will hold your hand and help you walk this journey. Whether you have children, don't have children, whether you've been married, not married, we're all standing in the same space if you've had trauma as a kid. Parents are supposed to guide us. They're supposed to tell us what's right and wrong, and they're supposed to protect us. We don't always get those parents. I didn't. And so today, we can be better parents. We can be better people. I want you to be whole. I want you to be as happy as I am today. I want you to have everything that you want, and you can. We'll learn together all of the things that you want to do, what you can do, and how to do them. We're going to develop a plan that says, this is my goal, and how do I reach it? For sure, we can get there. If I got there, certainly you can. And so we're going to develop trust skills and learn about our triggers. Have you ever opened something and it smells like something familiar? Sometimes it's a good familiar, and sometimes it's not. Have you ever heard something? You heard someone's voice maybe, and it sounds like someone that you've had trauma with. That puts you in a state. It triggers you, and you react accordingly. Maybe you react in a fight or flight way where you want to run from it. Maybe you act in a combative way where you want to fight. Whatever it is, it's called a trigger. And we could be triggered every day. I know I still have triggers. There are certain smells, certain things that still put me back in a place that was so unpleasant, I don't care to ever revisit again. But it's part of my life. It's part of me now. It's how I was made. And as a survivor of childhood abuse and then adolescent and adult abuse, as a survivor, I feel grateful to have the skills that I have today to be able to thrive, to be able to survive in anything, because we've been through some really bad times. And so I want to walk this journey with you. I want you to take the time for yourself. I want to see you not just speak about things. I want you to come in and feel like you are on top of the world. I want you to grow. I want you to feel awesome about you. And part of that is learning about your trust. Who do you trust? Who should be in your life? I let everybody in my life. I let everybody into my life. You know why? Because I was a people pleaser. That's a very common trait for us. And I thought everybody had to like me. I did anything I could to get people to like me. I wasn't authentically myself because of that. We're going to explore how and why we do that. You will see how that is one of the most damaging things, is trying to please people all the time. And you will never be able to please everybody. Sometimes you can't even please that one person you think you need to please. The only person you need to please is you, because you're the most important thing. And I want you to know that, and I want you to feel that. Every day, I want you to feel awesome about who you are. I want you to have such a positive outlook that you know you can do anything, and you will. I know sometimes it feels hopeless. Sometimes you feel like you can't get out of the rut that you're in, or that you're stuck. How do we get better? How do we feel better about ourselves? We're going to explore that together. We definitely will have some really awesome times for you to be able to be the person that you really want to be. We'll take slow steps, one at a time. But who would you trust in your life today? Who would you trust with your family? Who would you trust with your most precious things? Who would you trust with you, which is the most precious thing? You'll learn that. You will know that you are the most precious thing. And you'll understand exactly who should be in your life. Certainly not just anybody. Because sometimes people come into our lives when we think it's okay because we don't have a great picker. I had a horrible picker. I'm still not great. But when you have a bad picker, when your light is always on and says, I accept anything because I don't think I'm worth anything, all the wrong people come your way. We're going to build your self-esteem so that you know, no, not you. Okay, you can come in. That's how you're going to choose the people in your life. That's how you're going to navigate everything through the lens of a whole, healthy, and supported person. That's what I want you to know. I'm here to support you. We will support each other. And in the group, we will support each other as well. It's the most important thing, to have a safe space and feel supported. And you will, for sure. You will. We're going to talk about boundaries. I know I didn't have any boundaries, but we're going to discuss those boundaries that maybe you don't have or you don't know how to build. And we will build them. It will happen. It's hard to say no. It's even harder to say no and not feel bad that you said no. For sure, it's hard. I know. I had to do it. So we will do that. And we're going to talk about how do you have a safe and healthy relationship? What does that look like? What does it look like when you see other people and you think, gosh, they have such a great relationship. How come I didn't get that? I didn't get that ever. Why? Because I didn't know how to choose the people in my life. I'm going to help you to choose better people for you because you deserve it. I don't know why we think we don't deserve it, but you do. I do too. And that's why now only healthy people are in my life. We're going to talk about all the things that keep us in this same state of no recovery and get to the state of full recovery. You'll get there. It will take time, but you will get there. I want you to listen to a story just for a minute. A little girl that I knew, she had a family that looked really, really nice. And I used to stay at her house. And when I would come over, her mom would offer me a snack and whatever. But her mom always wore sunglasses. And I just thought it was weird, but I thought maybe she has something wrong with her eyes. And I would sit at their kitchen table and do homework. And this little girl never said anything, but she always seemed kind of sad. And when her mom would come around, her mom would put her hand on her shoulder. But no words were spoken. And I learned later that her mom was being beaten. I didn't know that until I was in my 20s. Her mom was being beaten by her dad. And she saw it all the time and was helpless. Well, that little girl grew up and her husband beat her because it is a cycle. Her husband used to say such terrible things to her. It was so sad. She was such a beautiful, soft, gentle person. And she didn't know how she got into that. But when you only see what happens in your home, that's how you're raised. And so all she saw was that her mom got beat. So she figured if she got beat, that's the way it was. But it's not. It's not at all. Life is so much better than that. And there are such better people than that as well. And I'm going to help you learn how to pick the right people. We're going to sit down and we're going to talk about how can we get there? How can we choose the right people to be in our lives? How do we get them to come to us as opposed to all the people that come to us now? Well, now we sit around with this light on that's open that says, I will accept anything. But we don't want to accept anything. I know we think it's warm and welcoming. That's how we were raised. But that's not the right way. That's really what damages us more. And so I'm here to tell you that we're going to have an awesome future. We're going to have an awesome time. There's going to be sadness. There's going to be so much happiness. We're going to joke. We're going to meditate a little bit. We're going to relax. This time is just for you. This time is to heal your soul. This time is for you to know that I know exactly what you're feeling. I know 100% exactly how it feels to have such low self-esteem and think that you're stupid, because I did. To have such low self-esteem and think that you're ugly, because I did. To have such low self-esteem and think that no one would ever care if you just disappeared. You just don't want that. You have so much to live for and so much to give this world. I'm certain you have fantastic talents, and we're going to explore those talents too. We're going to work through it every session. We will work through every subject. There are 8 subjects: self-esteem, trauma, triggers, coping skills, trust, boundaries in healthy relationships, and then we're going to develop a plan at the end. And that plan is what's going to teach you what the signs are when you're being frustrated, when you're being challenged, when you're being angered. Those signs that trigger you into that state of hopelessness is what we're going to learn. And then we're going to develop the skills to catch those signs early so that you don't end up in crisis. We're going to teach you all about you, because I didn't even know who I was. It took me years to figure out who was I and what did I want to be. It was harder than I thought because I tried to fit in everywhere. Imagine you go into a room and there are 3 categories of people. There are people that read books, there are people that watch movies, and there are people that go outside. And you have to talk to all 3 of them for an hour. And you walk up to the people that read books and you don't like reading books, but they start talking about books and you smile and they go, so do you like reading? And you go, yeah. And then they say, oh, how about this book? And you're like, well, yeah, I'm not really sure. That's not my kind. You're trying to fit in. You're not authentically you. because you can't say, I don't really like to read. Because you're afraid to say that you won't fit in. Why do we care? Well, that's the people pleasing in us. We think everybody has to like us, and they just don't. It's not realistic. We don't like everybody. I know I don't love everybody. Why do we have to feel like everybody has to love us? It's okay. As long as if you're respectful towards people, you don't have to like everybody, and everybody doesn't have to like you. It's okay. It doesn't mean you're not worthy. It just means that's not your kind of person. You want to be you. Have you ever been with somebody who likes something that maybe you don't like, but you go and do it anyway because you want to be with that person? Then you break up with that person and you think, well, I never really liked doing that anyway, and you never do it again. Why do we do that? There's a difference between giving in and making a compromise. Two people that discuss something together and compromise is very different than just giving in. And when we continue to give in, it says we don't care. When people say, what do you want to eat? And you go, oh, I don't care, whatever you want. Of course we have an opinion. Of course we do. Why is your opinion less valuable than someone else's? My opinion is not less valuable than someone else's, but I thought it was for a long time. So when that question came up, I never answered. I just went with the flow. Whatever you want, it's fine. Where do you want to go tonight? Oh, whatever you guys want to do, it's fine. But is it? Do you ever get to do what you want to do? Do you ever get to see what you want to see, to eat what you want to eat? Does that ever happen? It happens every day in my life today. My life is so full of joy, so full of only my choices. And I have a family. I have daughters, I have grandsons, brothers. I have family, but I get to do what I want to do today. And they know that, and they have supported me along the way. You will see who your real friends are when you're in recovery. You will see how when you say to someone, I just need you to respect my boundary because I'm working on myself right now. When people don't respect that, they're not your friends. And eventually, they will just go away. And they will. They will just stop calling. They will stop coming around. And that just means they were not meant for you. That's exactly what that means. And they should not be in your life. But the people who love you and embrace you for being you, those are the people you want, who say, yeah, girl, go. You go get it. Or the ones that say, I'm here for you, who really are there for you when you need someone. Those that are closest to you, that support you, that help you. You help them, they help you. Not the takers. Not the ones that just want you to be with them so they have somebody to be with. Not the people that want you to do things for them, to cook for them, clean for them, drive them places, whatever. Those are not the people for you. The people for you are the ones that really care. And you'll know how to choose that when we're done. You will know how to choose that. I want you to have a life that is so full of joy that every week when we meet, you have so much good information to talk about. That's what I want. I want you to have a great free life, not some crazy dramatic life that's full of all kinds of drama and things that are just weighing you down that make you so full of anxiety. I want you to be at peace. I want you to be comfortable. I want you to be comfortable to be you. I don't want you to think you have to be somebody else. I want you to be the real you, deep down inside. I want you to heal from everything you've ever been through, and it will never go away. It doesn't go away, but it gets so much easier and so much lighter. It's like carrying a backpack full of bricks. And you've been carrying these bricks for years. We can't get rid of the bricks, but we can make the bricks lighter. So maybe your backpack is now just a wallet and it only has paper in it. It's there. It shaped you and made you into the survivor you are today. But it's not painful. and it doesn't cause you to react. And it doesn't sit in your head to the point where you think, there's nothing left. What's the point? It's there as a reminder that I can do anything you want to do. You can do it. I do it. I do it every day. We're going to learn all the great things about you, all of the fantastic things that you can do, and you can. There are things that everybody does that is special to them. Whether you do crafts, you do artwork, you draw, you write, you garden, you run, whatever it is, we're going to learn those things. We're going to learn how to channel those into some coping skills and how to use them properly. We're going to learn how to love some things that we haven't been able to do for a very long time. We're going to be able to do so many things, and you're going to feel so free. You're going to feel so much lighter. You're not going to believe it. You'll be amazed at what the weight of this trauma is doing to you. Because trauma and stress not just affects your mood, whether or not you have ambition, whether or not you're lethargic. That's not just what trauma does. Trauma gets in your brain and tells you can't do things. Trauma makes you sick. It makes the tissue inside of you inflamed. So now you have pains. Now you have a hard time getting up. Maybe you have a hard time sitting down. Things hurt when they shouldn't hurt, and you can't get rid of them. I don't want you to live that kind of life. I want you to be physically fit as well as mentally fit. But your mental health is so important. So important. And I'm here to support that. I'm here to support good mental health. That's what we will navigate together. And you will be so flawed by seeing all the things that you can do from the beginning of the program to the end. You will look back and say, wow, I can't believe I'm here. And you will just keep walking forward, because the key to recovery is taking very small steps and continuing to walk forward. And sometimes we trip, right? But you can get back up, dust yourself off, and keep walking forward. We don't take steps back, really. We just trip. And that's okay. Everybody trips. But we're going to learn how to just get up and try again. We make the goals small so that you can achieve them. We take the wins when the wins come. Stop talking to yourself as if you're not worthy of good talk. You want to speak to yourself so gently, so warmly, because you deserve that. I want you to know the real you, and I want you to love that person so much that you speak so kindly. Positive affirmations, all the wins that you get. We look at things in a negative light all the time. Why do we do that? Because we think it's so hard and so terrible. But that's not true. Take the wins when they come. You got to take them and make them into the positive all the time. Every negative has a positive side. I couldn't afford to pay the phone bill, but somebody came and helped me pay it, so I still have a phone. I couldn't get the job I wanted, but I did get a job. You got to pat yourself on the back. I did it. It's one step. It's small. You'll get to the rest. It's like wanting to buy a car. I want to buy a car. I want to buy a great car. But I have to save my money a little bit at a time. Because if I say I'm going to put $100 every week away, it's just unrealistic. We want realistic goals. I want you to be able to save in life. I want you to not just save your money. I want you to save your time, your energy. I want you to have what you really want to have, what you deserve, the peace and the good time. That's what I want you to have. I want you to know that you can do this. I don't want you to think that this is all fluff. I'm living it. I will tell you my story. You will not believe some of the things that I have lived through, and stand here today to tell you if I can do it, you most certainly can. You will not believe some of the places that I have been. And I'm standing here to tell you I wrote a program that now is facilitating women all around. All around. Not just to you ladies, it's all over. You know why? Because I knew this was my passion and I knew I could reach other women because I've stood where you're standing now. I knew that I could make something because I gathered the confidence through my recovery process. Had you told me this 10 years ago, I would have said you were crazy. I couldn't do anything. I didn't think I was smart, and I certainly didn't think that I could write a program, and certainly that anybody would be interested in it. But today, this is a 12-week, 8-module program for women who want to heal, who want to feel awesome about themselves and live a beautiful, bright life. Had I not been in recovery, had I not healed from my own trauma, I would be living with another abusive man today. That's the truth. When I say I've been some places, you will be flawed to know exactly where I've been. Not just beat, battered, and abused, because I was. It's way more than that. You need to know how valuable you are. If I can do it, you can do it. We can do it together. I am here to help you. Any way I can, I am here to help you. These are not just words. I have lived the life and I am walking the walk. For real. And I'm here to tell you that anything really is possible. Anything that you want to do, you can do. But you need help right now. You need some help to get some confidence. You need some help to gather a plan. I get it. But you know what you really need help with? Your voice. You need to get your voice. Girl, I got my voice 10 years ago, and I have not stopped talking about it since. I want you to have your voice. I want you to stand up for who you are and what you are. I want you to be able to say, this is me, because ladies, this is me. This is Gina Murphy. She is in charge of a program today that she created, and she facilitates these groups with other women who have a history of child abuse, something no one wants to talk about. We lived abusive lives because that was our history. But I'm here to tell you that does not have to be your future. Your future is full of excitement, of bright lights, calmness, and positivity beyond belief. Your future is worth everything to you, and I'm sure your future is longer than mine. But I want you to have the brightest future that you can think of. And I want you to use your voice. This program was called Voice from the start because I got my voice. And it was for victims of inappropriate childhood experiences. And now I have my voice. I want you to have your voice. I want you to be able to advocate for yourself. I want you to know exactly what to do when someone says something to you that they should never say. I want you to be respected the way you respect other people, because I know you respect people. Why shouldn't you get the respect that you deserve? Tell me why you don't deserve respect. There is no reason, but somehow we think we don't. We think, well, it's okay. It is not okay, and you need to speak up and say so. Girl, this is not okay. Do not talk to me like that. You don't want to be, I don't like combativeness and I don't like confrontation. That's not what this is about. This is about learning how to stand up for you. This is about advocating for you. This is about you speaking your true, authentic self and using your voice. This is about knowing which road to take. This is about knowing who to take on that road with you. This is about protecting what is you and yours. That's what this is about. This program was designed specifically with you in mind, because that is who I was and am no longer that person, and I want you to be happier than I could ever be. I want you to know that there is so much to life out there that you haven't even scratched the surface yet. But you're on the road. You're here. which means you want to go. And I'm set. I am set to go with you. I am so excited for you ladies. I am so excited for your new path. I cannot tell you how excited I am to be able to be part of your journey. I feel so honored that you would even be able to tell me what your journey is. It is absolutely incredible that you would take these steps with me. It took me a really long time. 50 years I never spoke about my trauma. 50. And here I am, a pretty old babe, telling you that you can do it too. And you will do it to me. You're going to tell me these things. I can't tell you how blessed that makes me feel. Just to know that you would feel confident enough. Imagine what I just said. You have confidence to tell me. And maybe some of the women in this group will feel the same. I hope for all of you that you walk out of this feeling 6 feet tall. Because I know there are some days when I feel 6 feet tall. I know there are days when I look at the phone and say, no, I am not going to answer that. Or I put out a message that says, I'm offline. No calls, no texts. There are times when self-care is my main thing. Because everybody deserves self-care. But there are times when my self-care comes before anybody else because I need it now. I need to close that door and I need you to stay out. And I need some peace. And I need to do me. Whether it's reading, writing, listening to something, meditating, exercising, whatever it is, music, you need to do you. You need to heal. And you need time. And self-care is part of this. Self-care is very important. And just because you have kids doesn't mean you can't get self-care. We'll navigate the life through the lens of a mom, because I am a mom. I will help you to learn how to gather the tools to create time every day just for you. I will help you to gather the tools to get the job that you really want to get. I want you to have everything you want to have. I want you to be happy and healthy, but I want you to be able to walk it alone. I want you to be able to do this for you, not for anybody else. It's no different than any other recovery. You have to want to do this. And I'm telling you, if I did it as old as I am, you can do it too. I know you can. I know that because you're sitting here with me right now, that you're on the way. I know you are. And we're going to be able to do this together. We are going to be able to make this plan for each one of you, and you will see how you can walk forward and walk high. You're going to climb the ladders that you want to climb. We're going to take small steps. And this is a life change. This doesn't happen overnight. We have to be patient, and we have to follow the steps. But I know you can get there, and I am so excited for you to do this work. I am so excited to be part of your journey. You have no idea how exciting that is. I'm just thrilled that you let me in. I'm just thrilled that you want to be a part of this. It is so exciting to know that there are so many other women that want the help, that want to heal. And I will help you get there because it is bright on this side of the street. The sun is shining and you will sleep peacefully. I never, ever go to bed worrying that that shoe is going to drop because I used to go to bed like that every day. And I don't do that anymore. I don't take medication anymore just because I'm in a good place. But I did take medication in the beginning. I took all kinds of medications. You got to do what helps you. Again, mentally, you want to be as fit as you can be, just the way you are physically. If medication helps you get there, girl, you got to do it. You have to do whatever you have to do to make yourself whole, healthy, and happy. I want you to be respected. I want you to be honored. I want you to be independent. And I want you to use your voice. I want you too to get your voice the way I got my voice. So I can't say thank you enough. From the bottom of my heart, I can't wait to meet you ladies. I am so excited to meet you all and do this work together. We will have a blast, and we will heal, and we will learn who you are together. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for participating. And thank you so much for being on the journey. Thank you for all of your time.